Girls, this is Mrs. Ott, and I'm so happy you're here today. We have a really cool project. We're going to be making a little robot or a character with, as a base, a printed cardboard that we did last week. Now, if you didn't do the project, you could do it with just any piece of cardboard that you have at home. You could even paint it, you don't have to print it. So use what you have. And we're going to decorate our robot or character with things that you find around your home. So this is the really fun part. You're going to think about whatever you have that you could, make a robot out of. So it could be, lids that you have, anything that you find around a home. So in the next screen, you'll see different ideas of things that I collected around my home. And so that will give you kind of ideas of things that you might want to find. So it's kind of a little scavenger hunt. So let's get started. So boys and girls, let's review some of the printed cardboards that we did last week. So here is one that was done on the back of a Cheerio box. So it's on a brown background. And I had used 3 colors. And then I also did a white one. So this one is a white piece of cardboard with a few different colors. I had 3 colors, actually my primary colors: yellow, red, and blue. And then I had also done one that was just with 1 color. So all these are printed cardboard. So I'm going to use one of them to make my little robot today. So we saw that some of them were bigger. They're all different sizes. We're gonna have to trim them to make one that's a little bit smaller. And the most important thing is that we're gonna go around your house and pick lots of different things that you could use. So I'm gonna show you just some that I found in my house. So I always have all kinds of, these are toilet paper rolls that I've painted. And then I can cut them up so that they are a little bit smaller in size. So we can use these for different features in our robot. We also have, of course, egg cartons that we can cut up to make some really cool shapes. If you have paper plates, these ones are really cool because we can cut them out to make also smaller shapes, and they're easy to cut. What about aluminum foil? Is really bright and fun, and we can even add some markers on it. So all of these are just things that I found in my house. So I want you to go around your house, see what you can find. I'm always keeping all kinds of lids. So all kinds of different types of lids, and maybe even clothespins if you have some. So I have a big box where I keep all the things that I recycle, so that when I can make a really cool collage. What about these ones? Maybe you can ask your mom or your dad if you make cupcakes. These are really fun. And again, they're really pretty colors and they're easy to cut. How about some buttons? Maybe you have buttons. And you might have a chicken at your home. So I have a few feathers. Now these ones you can go around if you play Legos and you're okay parting with a few. Maybe this could make a good addition to our robot. This comes from my toolbox, so you can ask your dad or your mom if you can take a look and maybe get some screws, as long as they're not too sharp and as long as they're flat, so we can glue them on. These are beads. And let's see, what else did I find? Let me go and get some more things. Here are a few of the things that I found. If you have straws, either paper straws or plastic straws, they add a lot of color. If you have wooden sticks, if you have plastic utensils, also if you have cups, these ones, and they have cool, papers on them. We can cut them out, as well as plastic cups. We can also cut these ones up. What about these ones? These ones is from fresh produce. Maybe you bought some oranges or lemons, and they come in these really cool bags that have a cool texture, so we can use these as well. Any fabric scraps, so these are just a few scraps of felt that I have, and yarn. If your mom or dad or you have some yarn, there's a little basket I have with yarn, and any fun papers. So these are some leftover party bags that I have, so I can cut them up because I really like the colors. They're just a solid color that could work. And any fun tape, just regular masking tape or washi tape. So your job right now is to go around your house and get a basket or a bin and gather all kinds of things that could go onto your fun little robot creation. So I'll see you in a little bit. So once my base, I'm gonna call this the base of my robot, is nice and tall, this is gonna be a tall robot, I'm going to start playing with all the other things that I gathered and cut them up in shapes that might be able to be something on the robot. So this is the time where you're gonna really, have fun cutting and sorting and deciding how you can make really cool shapes and what they will become. So for instance, this is a paper plate. Maybe I can put it up here, kind of as like a little, I'm not sure if it's going to be a hat yet, and you could use your pencil to just go like this, make lines and cut them up. So I'm just going to kind of play with it. So I'm going to put it right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Maybe later I will, or maybe I can cut it this way, and these ones could be kind of arms. So I'm gonna go around and put this one here, perhaps. And so I'm gonna go around and do all the little things that I found. And do not glue them until you have everything out and you've decided, what you want to do. So for instance, my egg carton, what could my egg carton be? So what I'm going to do now is go around and put all kinds of things on my robot and see what they could be. And I'll see you in a little bit. So I've put so many things on, I'm not sure if it's a robot anymore, but it's some kind of interesting little character, I would call it. I'm not sure if it's a boy or girl, but I've put some kind of a flower in here in the side, and feathered top, and then some really colorful eyes, and then this is kind of to bring the eyes out. And I think these are arms, nose, and a smile. And then I'm not sure yet about this. This kind of could be like a little skirt or, a pants. And then I cut this toilet paper roll in half. And maybe I could put it like this. So I'm still at this point kind of, looking at things, playing with things. This is a little toilet paper roll that I cut to make kind of a flower. Maybe I could use it as another flower. So this is the point where you have so many things on here, and you might want to take some out. So you're gonna play with what is called composition, which is just how you're gonna arrange things on your little robot. So at this point, I'm gonna start gluing a few things. So for instance, these ones here, I can use my white glue to glue them inside of this little thing. So I can start gluing layers So what's at the bottom, I will glue first, and then I will start putting things back on little by little, and then you decide, you know, what you want and what you don't want. So when you start gluing all your little pieces of objects and things, you can use white glue, which is really easy, or if you have a parent and that could help you, you can have them they can tell you where, you can tell them, I'm sorry, where you want things, and they can help you with a hot glue gun. So as long as you can have help, that's good. So for instance, these little ones here, which are going to be my eyes, I am going to take, these are just caps, and I'm going to fill them with a little bit of white glue, and I'm going to arrange them inside, make sure I have lots of glue all the way in, and I'm going to, you know, arrange each little bead inside. You can also use buttons, and use, if you have some kind of a stick, to kind of push them down and make sure, you know, they're really kind of in the glue. So this is white glue, and it dries clear, so you know, take a few hours, but it will dry, you won't see it anymore. So arrange, you know, choose the colors that you like. Mine looks like it's being all colors, and in the middle here I think it's going to be kind of sideways, so kind of make them fit. You know, it depends what you have. Again, maybe you have beads, maybe you have different kinds of beads, maybe you have buttons, so find, you know, little things. So here will be, I think, my eyes, and I really like playing with the beads, so I'm gonna make these ones again. These are larger lids, and I'm gonna fill them perhaps with buttons. So again, use your little stick and just continue adding details, and then I'm gonna start gluing things little by little. The ones that I'm making right now are called cardboard flowers. If you wanted to make a cardboard flower, you could take a piece of your cardboard, I'm sorry, a piece of your egg carton, and so here's the back like this, and try to get one that's completely full. Actually, this one is a little bit cut out, but anyway, I'll show you. So you're gonna just cut basically the petals, and then you're gonna just kind of open it up like this. And what I like to use this is, I've been using is oil pastels or crayons. So you could find, you know, different colors that you like, that you think might stand out, and just color all the petals. And then what you could do is overlap. So for instance, put them together so that it looks really, really fun. So I'm going to put maybe this one on top, and then I'll have 2 layers of petals. And I could even add something on the top right here, like that. Or maybe I can add some more beads in here. So these are fun things to make with your egg cartons. So there's different things you could do with yarn. You can just cut it out in small pieces to glue, but you can also wrap it around a piece of cardboard. So for instance, if I have extras that I didn't use, like this one, I can also make an accessory for my character. And so what I'm going to do is just take some yarn and make a knot, and just kind of wrap it around the piece of cardboard. So be creative with all your materials, and I'm just gonna go around like that, make something really cool. Now this one happens to have, was attached like this, but I'm gonna go around, continue with different yarns. Other things you can also do is, if you have straws, you can cut them in smaller pieces like this and glue them to make, again, interesting. Oops, they do jump a lot. Interesting smaller pieces. Again, your toilet paper rolls, remember that you can cut them up to have them in smaller pieces. And then this one, just to make sure you know what this is, it is a straw wrapped in aluminium foil. So this is my wand right here, but I could cut it up again, or I can use it differently. So keep on making your character. Alright, boys and girls, I think I'm done with my character. I still have to name this little character. I'm not sure what would be a good name, but I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing. So make sure that you share with me your character or your robots so that I can see all the amazing things that you've been doing. See you later.